So, welcome everybody. I'm painting with Unicorn Spit today, my favorite medium. I am an affiliate. You will find a link somewhere in the comments. Let me find myself and get situated. Welcome in. I have a natural light here, this, and it has all the spectrum, full spectrum, so that it's like if you were painting outside. And it's one of those things, sorry, I didn't find myself yet. Hold on. Anyway, it's one of those things that if you have a hard time seeing, or you're painting in an area of your house that is not well lit, it really makes all the difference in the world to get one of these natural lights. I think they're like around, this one is standing from the ground, so it's a nice tall. Okay, last order of business before we start painting. Cape Charles Art, that's me. Okay, let's get started. One of the things I found was this, it's called something like Angelina Jolie, and it actually shrinks around wire, and then they heat it, and you can make fairy wings. I still have not done that. I've had it for 6 months. However, what I found is they're all tinted. So if I'm thinking, which I am thinking, I might want to make a wash on this, all one color. And the way I would do that is I would spray seal this, and then I would paint a very thin wash of Unicorn Spit, sparkle or whatever, on top. And you would see it like that. You can kind of see what it would look like by using these films. And that's the darkest one I have. So let's see what yellow-ish, or whatever this is, would do. And that way I don't have to go ahead and do it and think, oh boy, that was a mistake. But look, it really changes the look of it, doesn't it? Isn't that amazing? How fun. All right, likewise, you're such a sweetie. Becky, welcome. Okay, it's me, Dark Angel, welcome. All right, so anyway, I thought that was kind of a cool thing. I have not spray sealed this yet, and so I'm still messing with it. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and move you guys down lower. All right, whatever, I'm going. Good, okay, cool, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I just got these very cool brushes. This one has a crook neck. How cool is that? I don't care what you're doing, that's going to help. You can go around edges, you can look at pupils without having to look down the end of a brush, and you'll be able to see center. It's fabulous. But, Amazon, by the way. Alright, so I'm working on this little centered doorway right there. You can see it's kind of buildings falling down and total mayhem at the top. And then the lower below it is the lotus, just enjoying herself and enjoying her life anyway. So this is my world. That's how it is with all of us. Life comes not like just ups and downs, but in the middle of an up there's a down, or a down there's an up, and we just have to be aware that there's always an up somewhere. And you can have that peace even in the midst of chaos, and that's what that means to me. So, I'm not saying my life is chaos. I'm just saying it has been, and you can be. So, I'm just dampening this to see how much I'm going to be able to move this color. Okay, so I can start moving it again. The thing with the Unicorn Spit is if it's not sealed, you can dampen your brush and pick right back up where you left off. That is the joy right here for me. Because I am like a intermittent painter. I come in, throw some stuff on, and walk out sometimes, you know? And I like to come back in and be able to rework that same thing. So I've just got, it's like a wax paper palette. You can just use wax paper. Alright, so this is Bleekaboo Peacock. It's an artistic vivation, so it's metallic. There are no polymers or acrylics in there. So it's going to soak right into the wood grain. Unless I have Floetrol here, and I have some Floetrol here. So, good morning! Sometimes if you're trying to get a reflection and you can't get it, turn the thing sideways and then you can get it. You can see where it bows out easier. I don't know why, but it doesn't have to be exact, especially like if it's, obviously in water. It just makes it easier. See something coming up here. What's it say? Invite. The only one I'm going to invite today is Michelle Nicole. If anybody sees Michelle Nicole, she's the creator of this unicorn spit. Let her come on, tell her. Because I want her to talk about the extravaganza. I don't know if there's any more tickets left for sale, but we're having an extravaganza and it's just amazing. I've never been to it before, but everything I've heard is just something that I want to go to. It's like 6 or 8 classes, 6 teachers I get to teach. I'm absolutely honored and excited, and also, I was going to say scared, but it's really not scared. It's like excited. It might be scared later. Anyway, I'm just excited about it. And Mark Montano is going to be there. Or you can go to my link for Unicorn Spit, and you can also buy the ticket there. So, anyway, it's in Kansas City. I'm going to be able to meet the people that I talk to on Facebook and stuff. It's going to be so cool. Well, I can't wait to learn that resin stuff. I do resin, but I've never sat in any resin class or anything like that, and I am so looking forward to that. I'm not sure where the rock, if there's land past that chunk or not. I'm just feeling around with my brush. That's my process. I do like to use a minute amount of Midnight's Blackness. Just a drop is all you need, and it will go forever in a brush. It's super, super, this is my palette, and I'm doing the whole thing. I can let this palette dry, and tomorrow come back in and dampen my brush and get this wet again, and it'll pick right back up, and I can use the same colors. I don't have to remember, oh my gosh, what color was I working with here. That is also tips and tricks, what I love about Unicorn Spit. It's amazing. Okay, so just a touch of black. I'm going to just kind of make this a little bit more jagged looking down here, I think. Give myself a little bit more room to do something fun here. So just pushing it back a little bit with that black. Dropping it. It shows like it's got a cliff now or something. I don't know what it shows there. Going purples. Dark purple. Alright, I'm going to switch my brush out. These are good brushes. They're Unicorn Spitties. And I like them because there's 2 sets. Two sets. They have like the squarish flat set or the rounded. I totally recommend, if you like the poking, prodding thing, the rounded set I use more frequently than the square. Just so you know, they're nice. I've had them for a long time and they hold up well. And I use them in acrylics. I also use them with my alcohol. I use them with my Unicorn Spit. So they're all purpose. I love that. But that little rounded, almost square, or the angle brush is the one I really like to use when I'm poking around, doing discoveries like this. And then I just dampen it, and then start mixing in colors. I'm going to use regular whitening Unicorn Spit. It's just the white. Has no iridescent or anything. And I already had green on my brush, this Bleekaboo, so it made it very pretty. And then I'm just going to touch it into that purple and a little bit more into the white, just for fun, maybe some green. Do something weird. This place over here has just been sitting there. I don't know what it is, so I want to do something. Just add some more interest or something. And if I don't know what I'm doing, which I don't, if I don't know what I want to do, I just start adding different colors. And I add some light colors and dark colors. And I just go back and forth until something pops up. And it's better for me if I can remember to go slow, because painting like that, sometimes something will pop up and for some reason I feel like I've got to get through this section now, but I don't. And sometimes it popped up and I am moving so fast I see it, but my hand is moving and it's gone, and it's like, oh no. So slow it down a little bit. Just a recommendation, so you don't miss the good stuff. Same in life, I reckon. I just see some ripples here, so I just went with that. Dark ones. And I'll just rinse off my brush and go back to some white. And even if, I think I'll put some pink in there too. So it has a little bit of color going across. And I'm going back over here. Just like to bounce around on a canvas. This is actually wood. Just put my water back in. Last time I had so much water I lost the color underneath, and so I was getting color back underneath. I don't like these dot looking things. So I'm not talking, oh, the stain, thanks so much, never used it, we'll have to try. Yes. Sorry guys, thanks Sherry. Sherry is my real sister. She's a great moderator as well, even though she doesn't want the responsibility. She knows my process, and she's an artist, y'all. So, and then Shannon Romero, I don't know if she's on, she's not been feeling well, but she's my daughter and is also an artist, and she is a moderator. So back over here on this dark. Just shapes and shadows, different colors. It's so fun because you don't have to know what it is. You just start putting it in. Just try that. If you've never tried that, you've got a painting and you're just like, okay, I'm going to do this. Just start dotting things over here. Don't hate me later if it doesn't work. But if you hang in, it will. It'll look like it's not going to, but it will. It will. Hang in there. Just start layering those colors because it's unicorn spit. It's not paint. They're going to start absorbing each other and doing crazy fun stuff. And the neat thing is they don't sit there and make a thick layer at all because there's no polymer in it. Just remember, if you really love something, make sure you decide you're going to seal it, and then you can go back and keep painting on it. That way you won't lose it, you know. This one's a warm gloss. I'm not sure if that meant it's less shiny or if it's going to be yellow. Either way, it's never disappointed me. So if you happen to end up with that, you're going to love it, I think, if you're on wood, okay? Yeah, wood has, at least the wood that I work on, is kind of a yellow base anyway. And so when some of that grain shows up, it's just absolutely fabulous. Let me get you a plain piece of wood for a second. Okay, so these are cradle boards. You can use either side. I fill these up, baby, with resin and painting and all that. They become magical. So the next side, you can use reversible art if you want to do it with a little hangy thing like that, which is kind of cool. Or you can do it like, let me get this. You can mount it on a piece of driftwood, which is cool. This is epoxy sculpt. That's unicorn spit. And that is a little cradle board on the inside. And then the back, it's reversible because I wanted it, you know, sitting on an end table. So if you walk around the end table, you're going to see art on the other side as well. Isn't that fun? So the cradle boards rock. They're also nice for if you do have a heavy piece of art on the front, like a resin, and my resin, like my geodes, get super thick with resin. It's going to be heavy, so the D-rings hidden inside here is an excellent way to be able to strengthen it and hang it, so you don't have to worry about it. There are two different types of boards that I've seen. One is, this is pressed board and this is real, or this is real and this is pressed. I'm sure they make real and real, but when this is a pressed piece of board, you're not going to see any grains, and that's a bummer. And then also it has a tendency, if you use a lot of Floetrol water, alcohol ink, whatever, which I do, and I use it all at once, it has a tendency to bow, okay? It will calm down after it bows. Let me see, who is this? And you can, after it dries, set something heavy and make it totally flat again. But why do that if you don't have to? So when you're looking for it, just look for the ones that are real wood. Doesn't matter if it's pressed here, to me anyway, in my art, but real wood on the top. So that was talkative. But it's important, and you know, you don't know when you're first, and it's expensive. Now, I like the cradle boards. I've gone to wood instead of canvas because I like to build using the Fama wood and just flash it at you like you're gonna know. Wood filler, Fama wood filler. Use it as a paste, and you can stick crystals and stuff in it. I was gonna do that here, but I'm liking this smoothness, so I don't know. Anyway, back to painting. I hope that helps somebody. Okay, back to this because it's really dark here. I'm just trying to make a shadow. I don't want to make another rock. But whatever. I mean, the cliff might just continue on down. Who knows? But a drop or two goes a long way. Absolutely. Thank you, Mimi. Sherry. Totally true. That's why I say split it with your girlfriends. I don't have girlfriends, or I would do that. I think this little flower group just ended up underwater, which is great. Just by putting some white over her. Love the way that white just a little bit here and there just totally highlights and just creates absolute, yep, it's water. It's just fabulous. I'm going to make that water go right back into that tree zone just by adding a couple little whites. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go back and darken around it, which it doesn't look like it did work. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm putting some white back by the tree on the ground in the river. And I want it to make it look like that river just winds back there. And I think what it is it's all so pink. I'm going to add some blue to it, maybe some Zia Teal. There's no sparkle in that. I'm my own girlfriend. I put them like this because they're easier to use. I can buy myself flowers. So after you open your unicorn spit and then close it, even these little needle ones, dip it in water and then it won't block it. Alright, so there's my Zia Teal, and I don't know, I'm going to use it almost full strength. And I just want to add a little bit of blue and continue that into this part of the river. So they know, whoever they are, what they are looking at. It's water, folks. It's the same river. Because if I don't understand it, and I'm painting it, they don't have a chance. Oh, I love his music. I'm not going to go make it loud, but I do love my brother's music. I asked him for some fairy music today. I said, I don't care if you sit down and do it on a text message. I need some fairy music. He can play anything. The gel sparkling is like very transparent color with a party of sparkles. So
I found this on the web.
Oh gosh, great. Was that my watch? Sports supply, thanks. Close, end. I don't know how to work a watch. Anyway, so the sparkling is good for glazing if you like sparkle in it. Just a little bit more dark here. I'm going to make this a little bank. It's changed again. This was underwater, now it's above water again. Isn't it neat how you can do that? Add some more white going over that river area. And a little bit more white coming into this blue area that I just put there. So, anyway. There was a lot of talking today and not any painting. But that's what you get when you're getting into the details of this area, you know, 'cause I don't want to just go like crazy over the top of something. 'Cause I have done that before and I've regretted it. And I'm sure you have too if you are a creator. And I'll tell you guys, call yourself an artist. That's the only thing I'm going to say today as far as, you know, self-growth. It's important. It's bigger than you think. It's got to be bigger than you think, because if you're not calling yourself an artist right now and you're a creator, right? You're creating, you're using that spirit of yours, that energy, that force, that God-given talent, or whatever higher power you believe in, or whatever. You use that. It's unique. It's only yours. There's nobody else's like it. All those things that come up in your thought and in your heart when you're creating isn't going to be like anybody else. That's why it's important. You are an artist. You are a creator. You're a creative being. That's what you are put here to do, is create. So if you'll just release those words from your mouth, I guarantee your art is going to be, one, much more enjoyable. It's hard to do at first. When you first say, I'm an artist, it's hard to do because it's like, who do you think you are? That's what my voice tells me, you know. But let me tell you who you are. You are a beautiful creative soul. You are unique, and you are the only one that can bring the art that you have out to the world. And it's important. It's important. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Just start playing and start seeing what can come out of you and start exploring. Who knows what kind of niche you're going to find. I'm realizing that after 30 years, it's taken me 30 years to realize that I love fantasy fairies, and it's okay at 63 to paint fantasy fairies if I want to. Because why? I'm an artist. So are you. So I hope today you got encouraged and you're just going to go out and just go play in your spit or acrylics or whatever it is that you do, music, whatever, and that you have a blast doing it and call yourself an artist. You know, the fact that people can't makes you realize it's important too. You know what I'm saying? So don't listen to that spirit anymore. Listen to the one that's for you and not against you, and that's the one that says, I am an artist, I am a creative being, and just see what will happen with the rest of your life and your art journey that way. So love and light to everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I've had a blast hanging out with you. Thanks for visiting. Thanks, Sherry, for all your help. Love and light. Hi, Lou. Hi. Bye.